Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Time for some more Vermont love, courtesy of my man Geoff. I appreciate you, brother. From Farmstead. Farmstead is probably my favorite Vermont brewery. Their beer is absolute fire, and it's just a treat every time I get to drink their beer. So this is Abner in a can, in a 16-ounce can. This is pretty cool because typically all the other Farmstead hoppy beers that I've had come in 12-ounce format, and this is 16 ounces. So I think this is actually a re-review for me. I think Geoff sent me a growler of this back in like 2015, 2016 maybe. So I don't remember this beer, but I think I might have reviewed it before. So one of the rare re-reviews on the channel. But yeah, 8% alcohol by volume. There's a whole story about how Abner was, I guess, Sean's great-grandfather. In Farmstead, it says, rests upon the land that was once home to him and his 14 children. It's awesome. Craftedly brewed this Imperial Pale Ale, American malted barley, plethora of American hops, our ale yeast and water from Abner's well, unfiltered and dry hopped. So there you go. This was canned on August, gosh, this print is tiny. August 18th, I think. Is that right? August 18th? It says drink by September 15th. So they want you to drink these within a month. They're kind of like, that's some cellar maker stuff going on. Today's August 29th. So I think if I'm reading this right, it's about 10 days in the can. So super, super fresh. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Farmstead hoppy beers are so rad. Oh, they're so good. We're going to use our Farmstead crazy amazing. This is like a, what is that? It's like a flute. Geoff sent this too. Because beer tastes better out of proper glassware, and holy smokes, the color of this is awesome. But this glass is amazing. It's got like the Farmstead little logos etched in it in a circle. It's just, I feel too fancy. Or I feel like this glass is way too fancy for me. Like, I'm just a DB who drinks beer, and like, this is just a crazy fancy glass, and I feel like I'm not worthy of using it. Look at that beer. It's fucking amazing. It's glowing. Wow, that looks good. It's that super hazy, just like, I don't know what it looks like on camera, but it looks like, it's like that pineapple orange juice kind of a thing. Half a finger of bright white head. It's pretty, I don't know, there's some tight bubbles, but it's like really frothy. It's frothy head. It looks, dude, I'm just enamored with how this beer looks in the glass. It looks amazing. People might think that's weird, but I just kind of want to stare at it. Have a moment with it. So, let's go ahead and shove our nose in this. See what it smells like. Oh, it smells so good. So good. It's just like bursting citrus, but it's got this cool sort of like West Coast vibe. Like there's, what is that? It's kind of like a piney thing. Yeah, it's like that piney kind of zesty lemon lime thing. But there's oranges and there's like an underlying like just tropical fruitiness. But there's a little bit of like this rad, like crackery, like bready sweetness that just, it plays perfect with all the hops that you're smelling. We talk about Farmstead being like soft. Like this beer is soft, but it's super aromatic. I've been saying it as I've been drinking Farmstead beer. Like Farmstead beer like today of 2020 reminds me of like old school Treehouse beer. I think that's the best way to describe it. If you guys had old school, I mean, Treehouse, I'm not saying they're bad, but if you remember, like, you know, old school Treehouse, that's kind of what this is. Like, this reminds me of that. Like, Farmstead just absolutely, they just kill it. So let's go and taste it. Geoff, appreciate you, bro. Fuck, that is delicious. There is like, that citrus is giving off like a crazy awesome, like lemon lime piney thing. It's like, I mean, I don't want to say it tastes like soda, but it's got like those 7-Up Sprite vibes, and I love that in beer. And there's just a nice, so, I mean, we said it, Farmstead, like their hops are soft. Like whatever hops he's using, he just gets like the flavors out of them without getting like crazy. It doesn't get offensive. It doesn't get aggressive. It doesn't get like crazy in your face. Like it's just like a showcase of whatever hops these are. I don't know which hops he's using, but they're all that like citrus fruit and like lemon lime There's a little bit of grapefruit pithiness in there, but you're getting like the piney kind of, it's like piney, and there's it's a little bit of like that earthy thing. It's just like so good though. It's vibrant without being like way over the top. Like this is it's 8%. It doesn't drink like an 8% beer. It's so like prickly too. Like the mouthfeel is awesome. It just like kind of glides across your tongue, and it just like, it's so clean on the finish. There's a little bit of like that bready sweetness on the back end of that, but it just plays well with all the crazy intense like citrus pine needle kind of thing that you're getting. This is so good. It'd be interesting. I want to go back and watch my old review of this just to see how it's different, or if it's the same, or you know what I thought back then compared to now. Like these days, this kind of beer, even though it's hazy, this is more like my jam. It's not like over the top crazy chalky with the haze. It's just, it's delicate, and it's an absolutely beautiful beer. It's fucking awesome. It's so good. I love the West Coast vibe that you get out of it. There's a little bit, just a tiny bit of like that kind of dank thing to go with that pine note, but all the awesome orange juice. And I know I keep going back to it, but it's like this rad, like zesty lemon lime thing. I love it. Love it. So, another world-class beer from Hill Farmstead. This is fire. This is, I mean, fuck, it's, I know the word perfect is dumb, but this is, I mean, how would you improve on this beer? I don't know. I don't think you could. It's amazing. So good stuff. One of the best American Imperial India Pale Ales I've ever had. It's fucking awesome. If I was going to rate this on Untappd, I would probably give it 5 stars out of 5. It's that good. It's so clean, and it's great. So if you have not had Hill Farmstead beer, it behooves you to try and find someone who's rad and kind like Geoff, and trade and seek their beer out. Like they're so just, you can just tell he's meticulous with what he does, and he wants everything to be perfect, because every beer I've had is fucking next level awesome. So we'll stop rambling. That's Abner from Hill Farmstead. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Geoff, I appreciate you, bro. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you guys very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.